what happens to your website when it gets hacked or is incorrectly configured. Hi, my name's Duncan from 6.5. We are WordPress hosts, builders of websites, and we care for them as well. And today I've got quite an interesting story for you. We have imported a website from a client that was having some issues, and we've discovered that the relationship with the developer had kind of soured off a little bit, or they weren't getting what they needed from their previous developer. And secondly, we discovered that the hosting they were on was on a very well-known brand, but very cheap and actually not secure. So let's get into it and I'll show you what happens. So what I'm going to go through here is show you what happens when a website that's on some pretty cheap hosting gets hacked and how this actually flows out. Now, I've got a website here that is an e-commerce website. It's very small. It's a very, very niche topic. And it has 2,000 or nearly 3,000 indexed pages coming out of the sitemap. And they're all like these kind of .html numbers at the end of them. Now, if we've inherited this site, it's come from hosting onto our hosting, and that page is now a 404, not found. And I started to wonder why there were so many in there, and I started to look at it and go, okay, well, where did these come from? So if we had a look at the product sitemap, for example, it's generated by the system. There's only 68 products in there. And then if we have a look at the page sitemap, there's only 19 URLs in there. Now this means that something's gone wrong on the hosting, and it's created all of these .html files, which shouldn't be possible on a correctly configured and built WordPress installation. Now, of course, because these are all now 404 pages, and let's go and actually have a look at this and inspect them so that we can see what the content was on those pages. And you can see that they're actually really well built product snippet pages with merchant listings and so forth in them. So let's have a look at what's in there. Well, it's got some Korean or Japanese information here, and it's pointing to an image, and there's an image description here as well. So maybe what we could do is Google Translate that and see what this was actually for. Okay, it's thinking about that. Bought this from Japan Net last night. Okay, so it's not very useful, but it's daily necessities, bed mattresses, and a mattress. And it's pointing to an image. There's some images in there. So again, it's actually quite well structured in terms of what Google's looking for. And so the people that have managed to gain access to WordPress and actually put all this stuff into the site have done very well, because there's, like I said, nearly 3,000 pages they've managed to get indexed there, which actually now no longer exist. So of course, now what we've got to do is fix this. And what's going to occur here is that Google's going to start seeing, when it recrawls these pages, all of these 404s. So we're actually going to have to de-index these and deauthorize them. And that's potentially going to damage the site a bit, but it's actually going to make the site's reputation better, because it's not advertising Japanese mattresses when actually the website is about miniature models that go in a mountain environment. So, quick and short, but really important to understand that the quality of your hosting is so important to your website, so important to your brand and your product itself as well. Thanks very much for watching. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe below. And if you would like to have your website audited for security and know how it can be run better, please click on the link below, and I'll see you in the next one.